Sometimes the person you love most can hurt you in ways you never expected. When trust is shattered and blame replaces support, will love survive, or will the pain change everything? What would you do if the one you trusted most turned against you? The oven timer beeps, echoing through the kitchen as Jessica Miller wipes her hands on a towel. The smell of meatloaf and mashed potatoes fills the air. She hums quietly, arranging the table, hoping tonight will feel normal. The front door creaks open. Michael Miller steps inside, shoulders hunched, face tired. He drops his briefcase with a dull thud and sighs. Jessica glances over, forcing a smile. "Hey, honey, long day?" Michael nods, rubbing his forehead. "Yeah, work was rough." She moves closer, touching his arm. "Want to talk about it?" He shakes his head, eyes fixed on the floor. "Not really, just tired." Their son, Ethan, bursts into the kitchen, waving a toy car. "Daddy, look what I got." His voice is bright, cutting through the heaviness. Michael kneels, trying to smile. "That's awesome, buddy." He ruffles Ethan's hair, but his eyes drift away. Jessica watches, hope flickering. "Dinner's almost ready," she says, her voice soft. They gather at the table. Silverware clinks. Michael pushes food around his plate, barely eating. Jessica tries again. "Is everything okay?" Michael sighs, staring at his plate. "I just feel like I'm failing." She reaches for his hand. "You're not. We're in this together." He pulls away, voice low. "It doesn't feel that way." Ethan looks between them, frowning. "Mommy, why is Daddy sad?" Jessica forces a smile. "Daddy's just tired, sweetie." The room feels colder. Jessica's mind spins. She remembers their wedding day, Michael's promises. Now, he feels so far away. Michael glances at her, jaw tight. "I'm sorry, Jess. I don't want to let you down." Her eyes soften. "You won't. Not if we face it together." Ethan giggles, breaking the tension for a moment. "Can we play after dinner?" Michael nods, a small smile flickering. "Yeah, buddy, we'll play." But the smile fades, replaced by worry. Jessica squeezes his hand gently. "We'll get through this, one step at a time." The kitchen light flickers. The night feels heavy, but somewhere beneath it, a fragile thread of hope remains. The clock ticks in the hallway. Jessica stands at the kitchen sink, hands shaking as she rinses a plate. The sound of Ethan's laughter from the living room fades as Michael's voice cuts through. "He's finally asleep," he says, rubbing his eyes. Jessica nods, trying to catch his gaze. "Do you want some tea?" she asks, voice small. Michael shrugs, dropping heavily into a chair. "Number, I'm good." He stares at the table, jaw set. Jessica wipes her hands, heart pounding. "Are you okay?" She tries again. He lets out a bitter laugh. "Am I okay? I lost my job? Jess, I'm not okay." He fidgets with his wedding ring, eyes darting away. I don't know what to do anymore." She sits across from him, voice gentle. "We'll figure it out. We always do." He slams his fist on the table, making her jump. "You don't get it. You don't have to worry about paying the mortgage. You don't have to face everyone at work, knowing you failed." Jessica's face falls. "I'm not blaming you, Michael. I just want to help." He shakes his head, frustration boiling over. "Help? All you do is remind me of what I'm not doing. You're always busy with Ethan, with your job, with your friends. Where are you when I need you?" She blinks, stunned. "I'm right here, every day." He stands, pacing. "It doesn't feel like it. Sometimes I think you're holding me back. Maybe if you pushed harder, I'd be somewhere better by now." Jessica's breath catches. "That's not fair." He turns, voice rising. "Isn't it? You never supported my ideas. You always wanted safe, steady. Well, look where that got us. Tears fill her eyes. I believed in you, Michael. I still do. He grabs a plate, gripping it tight. Do you? Because it feels like I'm alone in this. The plate slips from his hand, shattering on the floor. Both freeze at the sound. Jessica kneels to pick up the pieces, hands trembling. Please, Michael, don't do this. He backs away, voice quieter but cold. I'm tired, Jess. Tired of feeling like a failure. Tired of you looking at me like I'm broken. She looks up, tears streaming down her face. I never said that. I just want us to be okay. He shakes his head, moving toward the door. I need air. Jessica watches him go, the door slamming behind him. The house feels colder, the silence heavy. She sits on the floor, the broken plate in her hands, heart aching. Her mind races. When did things get so bad? She remembers their first apartment, the laughter, the late-night talks. Now, all she feels is emptiness. She stands, wiping her face, and heads to the bedroom. The hallway feels endless. She closes the door softly, sinking onto the bed. The weight of Michael's words presses down on her chest. Outside, Michael sits on the porch steps, head in his hands. The night air is sharp, but it doesn't clear his mind. He thinks about everything he's lost and everything he's pushing away. Inside, Jessica stares at the ceiling, wondering if love is enough to fix what's broken. Have you ever been blamed for something that wasn't your fault? How did you handle it? Share your story in the comments. The bedroom is quiet, except for the clock ticking on the wall. Jessica sits on the edge of her bed, her hands twisting the corner of a pillow. She stares at the floor, Michael's angry words echoing in her mind. You're holding me back. The words sting every time she hears them. She closes her eyes, and a memory flashes. Her wedding day. Michael's voice is soft and full of hope. I promise to protect you, to stand by you, no matter what. She remembers his smile, the way he squeezed her hands. It feels like a lifetime ago. Jessica sighs, reaching for her phone. She types a message to her sister, Rachel. I don't know what to do. He blamed me for everything. I feel so lost. She hesitates, then hits send. The phone buzzes a minute later. Rachel's reply is quick and warm. Don't let his pain become yours. You're stronger than you think. I'm here if you need me. Jessica wipes her eyes, a small smile tugging at her lips. She texts back. Thanks. I just needed to hear that. She glances toward Ethan's room. His soft breathing drifts through the hallway, steady and gentle. She stands, walking to his door, and peeks inside. Ethan is curled up, clutching his stuffed bear. Jessica's heart aches, but she feels a little calmer. She returns to her bed, pulling the covers around her shoulders. The room feels cold, but her mind starts to clear. She whispers to herself, I can't let him decide who I am. I'm more than his mistakes. Jessica picks up her notebook from the nightstand and writes, Remember who you are. Don't let the anger win. She closes the notebook and looks out the window, watching the streetlights flicker. Her breathing slows. She knows things have to change, and this time, she won't let herself be broken. The morning light creeps across the kitchen floor as Jessica wipes down the counter, her mind still heavy from the night before. The doorbell rings, sharp and sudden. She freezes for a second, then sets her towel aside. She opens the door, forcing a polite smile. Dorothy, good morning. Dorothy steps in, her arms full with a casserole dish. Thought I'd bring something for you and the little one, she says, glancing around the kitchen. Her voice is warm, but her eyes scan everything. Jessica takes the dish, careful not to drop it. Thank you. That's thoughtful. Dorothy sets her purse on the table, smoothing her skirt. Where's Michael? Still sleeping in? Jessica shakes her head. He's upstairs. It was a rough night. Dorothy sighs, her lips tight. He's been through a lot lately. Losing a job is hard for any man. She looks Jessica up and down, her gaze lingering. I hope you're being patient with him. Jessica's jaw tenses, but she keeps her voice even. I'm doing my best, Dorothy. Ethan runs into the kitchen, clutching his toy truck. Grandma! He shouts, wrapping his arms around her legs. Dorothy's face softens as she bends to hug him. There's my big boy. You're getting so tall. Jessica watches, a mix of relief and sadness in her chest. For a moment, Dorothy's smile is real. Dorothy straightens, turning back to Jessica. You know, Michael always had a hard time with change. He needs support now, more than ever. Jessica nods, voice quiet. I know. I'm here for him. Dorothy leans in, lowering her voice. Sometimes I wonder if you really understand what he's going through. Men have pride. They don't like feeling weak. Jessica looks down, her hands gripping the dish towel. I understand more than you think. Dorothy sighs, glancing at Ethan. Well, at least you're doing something right with him. He's a sweet boy. Jessica's heart aches at the small praise. Thank you. Dorothy sits at the table, patting the seat beside her. Come, sit for a minute. Jessica hesitates, then joins her. Dorothy's eyes soften. I know I can be hard on you, but I want what's best for my son. Jessica meets her gaze. I want that too. For all of us. Dorothy nods, then stands, smoothing her skirt again. If you ever need help, you know where I am. Jessica forces a smile. Thank you, Dorothy. I appreciate it. Dorothy heads to the door, pausing. Take care of yourself, Jessica. And take care of Michael. He needs you. Jessica watches as Dorothy leaves, the door closing with a quiet click. The kitchen feels colder, the silence pressing in. She looks at Ethan, who's now lining up his trucks on the floor, completely unaware. Jessica leans against the counter, her shoulders heavy. She wonders if she'll ever truly belong in this family, or if she'll always be on the outside, looking in. The clock ticks, the casserole cools on the counter, and Jessica stares at her reflection in the window, searching for answers she's not sure she'll ever find. The TV drones in the background. Jessica stands at the sink, drying a plate. Michael storms in, tossing his jacket onto a chair. He slams the fridge door, rattling the bottles inside. Jessica glances over, voice gentle. Rough day, Michael snaps. You know exactly how my day was. He doesn't look at her, just grabs a glass and fills it with water, his hand shaking. She sets the plate down, trying to keep calm. I'm just asking, Michael. He turns, eyes sharp. You always ask, but you never listen. You don't get it, Jess. She folds her arms, voice tight. Then tell me. I want to understand. He laughs, bitter. You want to understand? You're the reason I'm stuck. You and your safe choices. You never let me take risks. Jessica's face falls. That's not fair. I supported you when you quit your job. I stood by you every time. He shakes his head, voice rising. You stood by me? Or did you just stand there, waiting for me to fail? Ethan's small voice drifts from the hallway. Mommy? Why are you yelling? Jessica's heart drops. She kneels, pulling Ethan close. It's okay, sweetie. Mommy and Daddy are just talking. Michael runs a hand through his hair, frustration boiling over. You see, even Ethan's scared. This is what you do. Jessica stands, her voice trembling but strong. No, Michael. This is what you do. You blame me for everything. I won't take it anymore. He glares at her, fists clenched. What? You're just going to walk out? She breathes in, steady. If I have to, I deserve respect. Ethan deserves peace. Ethan clings to her leg, eyes wide. Jessica strokes his hair, her own tears close. We're leaving for a while. I need to think. Michael's voice cracks, softer now. Jess, don't go. Please. She shakes her head, grabbing her keys. I need space. For me. For Ethan. He watches as she leads Ethan to the car, the front door closing with a heavy thud. The house falls silent. Michael left alone with his anger and regret. If you were in Jessica's position, would you stay and fight for your marriage or walk away? Let us know your thoughts below. The living room is dark except for the glow of the TV, its sound turned low. Michael sits on the couch, staring at a family photo on the coffee table. He picks it up, tracing his finger over Ethan's smile. The room feels colder than usual. He glances at Ethan's soccer trophy on the shelf, then at Jessica's favorite mug beside the remote. He sighs, rubbing his eyes. What am I doing? His voice is barely a whisper. He remembers his own father's voice, sharp and cold. You'll never be good enough. The memory stings. Michael clenches his fists, trying to push it away, but it lingers. He stands, pacing the room. The floor creaks under his feet. He looks at the clock, midnight. He sits again, head in his hands. I'm turning into him, he mutters. I'm hurting them, just like he hurt me. Meanwhile, Jessica sits in a booth at a quiet diner. Ethan beside her, sleepy but smiling over a plate of pancakes. She cuts a bite for him, her hands gentle. Is it good, buddy? She asks. Ethan nods, syrup on his chin. Yeah, Mommy, are you okay? Jessica forces a smile. I'm okay, sweetie. Sometimes grown-ups just need a break. He leans against her, yawning. She wraps an arm around him, her heart heavy. She watches the rain tap against the window, lost in thought. I don't know what to do anymore, she thinks. I love him, but I can't keep living like this. Back at home, Michael picks up Jessica's mug, holding it tight. He looks at the door, then at the photo again. Tears prick his eyes. I need to fix this, he whispers. I need to be better. He stands, resolves the building. The house is silent, but something shifts inside him. He knows he can't let his past decide his family's future. Jessica pays the check, gathers Ethan's jacket, and heads for the door. She glances back at the empty diner, her mind racing with hope and fear. Michael wipes his face, sets the mug down, and heads for the stairs. He's made up his mind. Tonight, things will change. The house is quiet except for the soft creak of a door. Michael moves down the hall, clutching a folded piece of paper in his hand. He pauses at Ethan's room, peeking in. Ethan is asleep, one arm around his stuffed bear. Michael steps inside, kneels, and gently pulls the blanket up over his son's shoulders. He whispers, I love you, buddy. I'm sorry for tonight. His hand lingers on Ethan's back for a moment, before he stands, blinking back tears. Michael sits outside the bedroom door, the letter shaking in his hands. He waits, listening for the sound of Jessica's car. The clock in the hallway ticks, each second feeling longer than the last. Finally, the front door opens. Jessica steps inside, holding Ethan's jacket. She looks tired, her eyes red. She hangs up the jacket and sees Michael sitting on the floor. He stands, voice trembling. Jess, can we talk? She nods, arms crossed. I'm listening. He hands her the letter, his fingers shaking. I wrote this for you. I needed to get it out. Jessica takes the letter, but doesn't open it yet. Say what you need to say, Michael. He swallows hard. I'm sorry. I blamed you for things that aren't your fault. I let my own pain turn into anger, and I took it out on you. That's not fair. You didn't deserve any of it. Jessica's voice is soft. Why now? Why tonight? He looks down, fidgeting with his ring. I saw myself turning into my dad. I hated it. I don't want to lose you or Ethan. I want to change, Jess. I need help. She wipes her eyes, voice breaking. I can't keep doing this. I need to know things will be different. He nods. I'll go to counseling. I'll do whatever it takes. I want to be better. For you. For Ethan. For me. Jessica opens the letter, reading the words slowly. Tears slip down her cheeks. You're really ready to try? He steps closer, voice low. I am. I promise. She looks into his eyes, searching for the truth. I need boundaries. I need respect. No more yelling, no more blaming. He nods, voice steady. You have my word. They stand in silence, the pain of the past heavy in the air. But something new begins to grow. Hope. Jessica folds the letter, holding it close. We'll try counseling, but you have to show me, not just say it. Michael squeezes her hand. I will. She closes her eyes, breathing in slowly. The house feels warmer, just a little. Do you believe people can truly change after hurting someone they love? Share your perspective in the comments. The clock on the wall ticks softly as Jessica and Michael sit side by side, hands folded in their laps. The room is quiet, except for the gentle hum of the air vent. Dr. Angela Brooks, their counselor, offers a warm smile. Thank you both for being here. It's not easy, but it's a good start. Jessica glances at Michael, her voice barely above a whisper. I want this to work. I need to know we're both trying. Michael nods, fidgeting with his ring. I am. I know I've messed up. I want to change. Dr. Brooks leans forward, her tone gentle. Let's talk about what's been hardest for each of you. Jessica takes a shaky breath. I feel invisible sometimes. Like what I say doesn't matter. Michael looks down. I'm sorry. I get stuck in my own head. I don't mean to shut you out. Jessica's eyes fill with tears, but she doesn't look away. It hurts when you blame me. I need you to be my partner, not my enemy. Michael's voice cracks. I know. I've been scared. I didn't want to admit I was failing, so I took it out on you. Dr. Brooks nods. That's honest, Michael. Jessica, how does that make you feel? Jessica wipes her eyes. It helps to hear him say it. But I need more than words. I need to see things change. Michael reaches for her hand, his grip gentle. I'll do whatever it takes. I want us to be a family again. Jessica squeezes his hand. We have to do this together. For Ethan. From the next room, Ethan's laughter drifts in, light and clear. Jessica smiles, a flicker of hope in her eyes. Dr. Brooks smiles. That laughter is what you're fighting for. Let's talk about how you can support each other moving forward. Michael nods. I'll listen more. I'll try to talk instead of shutting down. Jessica's voice is soft but steady. And I'll be honest about what I need. No more hiding. Dr. Brooks writes something in her notebook, then looks up. Progress isn't always fast. There will be setbacks. But you're both here, and that matters. Jessica glances at Michael, her voice firmer. I want boundaries. I want respect. I want to feel safe. Michael meets her gaze. You deserve all that. I promise to work on it. Dr. Brooks gestures to both. Remember, you're not alone. You can always ask for help. Jessica nods, feeling a little lighter. Thank you. Michael smiles, a real smile this time. Thank you for not giving up on me. Jessica's voiceover begins, calm and honest. Healing isn't easy. It's slow, and sometimes it hurts. But every step forward matters. Michael's voice joins hers, hopeful. We're not perfect, but we're trying. For us and for Ethan. Ethan's laughter echoes again, filling the house with a sense of hope. Dr. Brooks stands, her voice gentle. Keep talking, keep listening, keep loving. Jessica and Michael leave the office together, hands entwined. The hallway feels brighter, the weight on their shoulders a little less heavy. They walk to the car in silence, but this time, it's a peaceful silence. Jessica glances at Michael, her heart steady. She knows the road ahead won't be easy, but for the first time in a long while, she believes they can make it. The kitchen is filled with the soft sound of a spatula scraping against a pan. Jessica flips a pancake, glancing over her shoulder as Ethan bounces in his chair. Michael pours syrup, his hand steady, but his eyes still a little unsure. "Mom, can I have more pancakes?" Ethan asks, his face lighting up. Jessica smiles, sliding another pancake onto his plate. "Of course, sweetheart. Eat up." Michael clears his throat, looking at Jessica. "Jess, I know I've said it before, but I'm really sorry. For all of it." Jessica meets his eyes, her voice gentle. "I know, Michael. I can see you're trying. I just need you to keep trying." He nods, a small, hopeful smile on his face. "I will. For you and for Ethan." Ethan giggles, syrup on his chin. "Daddy, you have to try my pancake. It's the best." Michael laughs, taking a bite from Ethan's fork. "You're right, buddy. It's perfect." Jessica watches them, her heart full but cautious. She remembers the nights filled with anger and silence. She feels the weight of those memories, but also the relief that things are changing. Michael reaches across the table, squeezing Jessica's hand. "We're not perfect, but I want this. I want us." Jessica squeezes back, her voice quiet but firm. "Me too, but we have to keep working at it." Ethan's laughter fills the room again, and for a moment, everything feels light. The clock ticks on the wall. Sunlight streams through the window, warming the kitchen. Jessica's voiceover begins, steady and honest. "Some wounds take time to heal. Forgiveness isn't easy, but it's the only way forward. We've learned that love isn't just about the good days. It's about choosing each other, even when it's hard." Michael's voice joins hers, soft and hopeful. "We're building something new. It won't always be easy, but we'll face it together." Jessica glances at the wall, where their wedding photo hangs beside Michael's framed letter. She smiles, feeling the promise of a new beginning. Ethan claps his hands, breaking the quiet. "Can we go to the park after breakfast?" Jessica laughs, looking at Michael. "What do you think?" Michael grins. "I think it sounds perfect." The family gathers their plates, laughter and hope filling the space. The camera lingers on the photo and letter, a gentle reminder that every day is a chance to start again. Your feedback matters. Like this video, comment your experience or advice, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Share it with someone who needs to hear this message.